Hello, a bit of a special video this week. I'm looking at a single auction lot that's caught my eye, and it's going across the block at Anglia Car Auctions today. It's a 1980 Porsche 928 with a rare manual gearbox, and it's listed without a reserve set, so whatever is bid, the car will be sold. Let me tell you a bit about the car, and we'll watch it go under the hammer. This 1980 Porsche 928 with the early single overhead camshaft 4.5 litre V8 engine has been sitting in a garage for at least 16 years, until it was rescued by my friends at UK Barn Finds. What is most notable about this car is that it has a manual gearbox, which is pretty rare for an early 928 and has attracted a lot of attention. In fact, the auctioneer has checked his website analytics and said that this car is the most watched car in this auction. There are a few other things that stand out about the car, some good, some less so. Firstly, the gorgeous colour. I'm a sucker for a bright metallic blue, and this looks fantastic. I think it's Minerva blue, which is a period correct colour, but I wonder if it is original to the car, given the tidy appearance of the paintwork and the other cosmetic changes. One of the most obvious of these, to those who know about 928s, is the rear wing. The 4.5 litre cars had no external aero at the back, and even its successor only had a low profile rubber spoiler around and below the rear screen. It wasn't until the S4 facelift in 1987 that a separate wing was fitted, like the one on this car, and they weren't factory painted body colour until the final 928 variant, the GTS. The other notable external change is the design of the wheels. Whilst these look like turbo twists, which didn't come in until the mid-1990s with the 993 era 911, the original 928s had what were referred to as telephone dial wheels. So if I were to buy this car, there are two relatively easy changes I would make to go back to the original pure look: no wing and teledial alloys. Inside, the upholstery is the next thing you notice. Where today you see a tartan fabric on the seat facings and door card inserts, the original would most likely have been the slightly hypnotic Pasha pattern. This material is legendary within the Porsche community, but the fabric itself is now very expensive, and you'd need a good trimmer to make sure it was redone properly. The tartan isn't offensive and seems in good order, so it's probably not worth changing, unless you're passionate about Pasha. You might want to tidy up the headlining and sun visor covers though, as they're looking a little on the baggy side. Mechanically, the car appears to be straight, and I understand that the engine turns over on the pulley, so it isn't seized. There is also a fair bit of paperwork history for the car. Although I'm told it's been garaged for about 16 years, it hasn't had an MOT since 2006, and its last tax disc expired in August of that year, so it's probably been off the road for nearly 19 years. Whilst the odometer reads just under 27,000 miles, it was replaced at 83,000, so it's a 110,000 mile car, still quite low for a 45-year-old vehicle. In terms of value, because it's listed without reserve, the auctioneer hasn't given it a guide price or estimate, so it will sell for whatever someone is willing to pay. An early automatic Porsche 928 in good condition will fetch between £15,000 and £20,000, but this is a manual. What will that add to what someone is willing to pay? Also to bear in mind is it needs extensive recommissioning and a few cosmetic changes to reach that top value. So I think if someone gets this car for less than £15,000 and they'll be doing the work themselves, they've got a good buy. If it goes for under £10,000, it's an absolute bargain. There's been a lot of interest, so who knows what will happen. The car is lot 542 in the auction, and remember there's no reserve and it's just coming up for sale. Let's see how it does.
This is one you've all been waiting for, I believe. The Porsche 928 manual gearbox in that car, registered 1980. It's a garage find. The MOT expired in 2007. It's a manual gearbox in there, great colour, you can all see that. Lovely, lovely looking thing, isn't it? Had a speedo change in 1991. Believe the miles to be somewhere in the 80s, but you make your own mind up with that. Have a look round it. Lovely, lovely car. Bit of a thing in the 80s, that was, wasn't it? I'm straight in at £15,100. I'm straight in at £15,100. That's on the net. At 15,100. I'll take hundreds and see where we go. At £15,100. At 15,100. At 15,100 for the Porsche. At 15,100. At £15,100, I'll take two anywhere. At 15,000, that's a lovely looking car. At 15,100, I'm going to submit it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to sell it on the maiden bid. It's here to sell. At £15,100, I'm selling it on the maiden bid then. At £15,100, he took it all out. At £15,100, it's going away. At 15,100 once, it's had its time. You're all going to be kicking yourself later. At 15,100 twice. Wave if I can't see you. You're all quite sure. Sells away then. At 15,100. Internet gets it. Well done, Internet. Cheap motor car.
Well, what do you think about that? It's a very strong opening bid from the Internet, 15,100. No messing around. I think everyone else was maybe expecting to be bidding up from, say, 5 or 10,000, and that Internet bidder just blew everyone away. So just working out with fees, that comes in at £16,308 against a good running condition value of maybe 20 to 25,000. So as long as they're not going to be paying Porsche specialist labour rates to put it back on the road, I think they've done well. Leave me a comment to tell me whether you think it's a bargain or not. As for my friends at UK Barn Finds, I don't know what deal they did with the family of the owner, whether they bought it outright or agreed some kind of profit share. But either way, I reckon they'll put this one down as a win. So if you want to see the other lots in the Anglo Car Auctions Classic Cars sale, you can check out their YouTube channel. The live stream recordings from both days will be there to watch all the way through.
At 15,100. Internet gets it. Well done, Internet.
If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to support this channel and watch my new videos as they get published. Also check out my older videos, not just about Porsche 928s but all manner of other classic sports cars and Grand Tourers. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.